Geopolitical and trade tensions can have significant impacts on the cocoa trade, particularly in regions where cocoa is produced. Here's a more detailed look at how these tensions can affect cocoa trade routes and prices. 1. Trade tariffs and barriers. Geopolitical tensions often lead to the imposition of trade tariffs and barriers. These measures can increase the cost of importing and exporting cocoa and cocoa products. For example, trade disputes between major cocoa producers and consumers like the United States and the European Union can result in tariff hikes on cocoa-related goods, affecting cocoa trade routes and prices. 2. Supply chain disruptions. Geopolitical tensions can disrupt global supply chains, including those in the cocoa industry. Ports, transportation routes, and infrastructure in cocoa-producing regions can be affected by political instability or conflicts, leading to delays and supply chain disruptions. 3. Currency fluctuations. Geopolitical uncertainties and trade tensions can lead to fluctuations in currency exchange rates. Cocoa is often traded in US dollars, so currency devaluations or fluctuations can impact the purchasing power of cocoa-producing countries and the income of co-farmers. 4. Investment and financing challenges. Political instability and trade tensions can discourage foreign investment in cocoa-producing regions. This can hinder the development of infrastructure and sustainable farming practices, affecting cocoa production and quality. 5. Access to markets. Trade tensions can limit access to key cocoa markets. Export restrictions or trade sanctions can reduce the ability of cocoa-producing countries to sell their products in certain markets, potentially affecting prices and demand. 6. Security concerns. Political instability and conflicts in cocoa-producing regions can pose security risks for cocoa farmers and the supply chain. These risks can lead to increased costs for security measures and may also deter investment in cocoa production. 7. Impact on cocoa prices. Cocoa prices are sensitive to supply and demand dynamics. Geopolitical tensions that disrupt supply chains or create uncertainty about future supply can impact cocoa prices. For example, concerns about political instability in a major cocoa-producing country can lead to price spikes. 8. Regional focus. Geopolitical tensions can shift the focus of cocoa trade to different regions. If a producing country faces instability or trade difficulties, cocoa buyers may look to other regions for their supply. This can affect the balance of cocoa trade routes and regional market dynamics. 9. Long-term sustainability. Political instability and trade tensions can have long-term implications for the sustainability of cocoa production. Uncertainty can discourage investments in sustainable farming practices and ethical sourcing initiatives. It's worth noting that cocoa-producing countries in West Africa, such as Ivory Coast and Ghana, are particularly vulnerable to geopolitical and trade tensions due to their significant role in global cocoa production. Any disruptions in these regions can have far-reaching consequences for the cocoa industry as a whole. To navigate these challenges, cocoa industry stakeholders, including governments, cocoa traders, chocolate manufacturers, and international organizations, often work together to find solutions, promote stability, and ensure the continued sustainability of cocoa production and trade.